Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, the Mariners are on fire, and it is all because of the fact that the one thing that's changed between this year and last year... Well, besides that... The other thing, besides Mr. Double Home Run guy, all right, we got it. He's on the team. All right, thank you, Jack. Thank you. The other thing, Steve? Okay. It's the KISW baseball shirt. That's also brand new.
Yes, I love the shirt.
That's the good luck charm, and it comes in two colors, blue or black. So you want to be true to the blue? Sure, get that. You want to be true to the rock? Get the black. Either way, it works. The Mariners win. You're styling the KISW Rock baseball shirt. That's a nice thing. You want to buy one? You want to get one? You want to buy one for me? Sure. Go to KISW. All right, buy one for him, too. KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Nazi girl. Beat Mix. You're a loser. It is time to beat Mix.
It's time to... what are we doing? Oh, yeah, turn out for tacos. Right.
Charge out for what?
Shouldn't it be like 2 for Tuesday because Encarnacion had 2 home runs in 1 inning?
Wasn't that on Monday, though?
Well, yeah, but we're celebrating today. Yeah, 2 for Tuesday.
Sure. All right, cool.
How about that? Let's get 3 for Tuesday. What the hell? I don't care. If he keeps hitting home runs, they keep winning. What do I care?
Okay. Sweet. You sports that ball.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. It's just like,
He has no idea what's going on.
He doesn't.
Yeah, I don't. He's missing out on all the Mariner magic.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I surely am. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Katie in Puyallup to take on Steve. Katie, are you there?
I am.
South Hill represent. What's she playing for today, Steve? Tickets to check out Ghost. They're going to be at the WAMU Theater on September 19th. Go to KISW.com for all the details. You want to see Ghost, you can get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Katie will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Katie, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What children's TV series featured Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe? You can do it.
My Little Pony?
No.
Pass.
What cartoon character is best known for the phrase, "What's up, Doc"?
Bugs Bunny.
Yes. Piano Man was the first top 40 hit for which musician?
Elton John?
No.
Pass.
Which state begins and ends with the letter O?
Ohio.
Yes. What sin does John Doe address first in the movie 7?
Jealousy?
No.
Gluttony.
Yes. Nice. What is the handicap of a scratch golfer?
Pass.
Simon Helberg plays which role in The Big Bang Theory?
Pass.
In what year did the UK begin Brexit negotiations?
Hello.
Thanks.
2000?
No.
Okay.
Pass.
Belize is located on what continent?
Pass.
Oh, Katie, you got 3 correct.
It's not a deuce. She didn't drop a deuce.
She did not drop a deuce.
Katie
One better.
You were rocking it, Katie, and then...
Well, I mean, she got a couple there.
Yeah, poor Mel.
Pass was...
I still like Katie, though.
Oh, yeah. She's a great person.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's going to win.
She's no Dakota.
No. She is definitely better than Dakota.
Yeah.
Even though probably Dakota will text in and say he got more than 3 on this one.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't see me waving.
Yeah.
Come on in here, Steve. God bless it. Not paying
Well, I mean, he's got a chance there and a chance to win. And
Oh, Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, he's done.
It's a slight chance.
He's got no chance to win this one.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, it's done.
Strong words
Matter
from
of fact,
BJ.
I'm ready to bet breakfast.
Oh, really?
Whoa. Not today, though.
Oh, okay, okay. Steve,
I'm ready, though.
are you ready? Ah, yes! What children's TV series featured Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and
Teletubbies.
Poe? Yes. What cartoon character
Yeah,
is
why did I know
best? Yeah, right. What cartoon character is best known for the phrase "What's up, Doc"?
What's up, Doc? It's Bugs Bunny.
Yes. Piano Man was the first top 40 hit for which musician?
Elton John.
No.
Billy Joel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which state begins and ends with the letter O?
Ohio.
Yes. What sin does John Doe address first in the movie Seven?
Gluttony.
Yes. What is the handicap of a scratch golfer?
69.
No.
70.
No.
72.
No.
I don't even know what that means. I don't play golf.
Simon Helberg plays which role in The Big Bang Theory?
He plays. Oh man. What the hell's the guy's name? Wallowitz.
No. Well, yes.
Yeah, he's right.
In what year did the UK begin Brexit negotiations?
What year?
Yeah.
I would say 2016.
No.
2017.
Yes. Belize is located on which continent?
Europe.
No. 1, 2, 3,
Antarctica.
4, 5,
Africa.
6, 7. No. But you win 7-3.
Oh.
Sorry, Katie.
Yeah, sorry about that, Katie.
Yes. No worries. Thanks.
All right, you take care. She was done with it.
Yeah, she knew. She was done with it. Well, she knew pretty early on because, well, only 3.
Yeah, she didn't want to hear this song.
No.
She wanted to hear Steve gloat.
Oh, gloat over his Teletubbies knowledge.
Somebody want to know if that was Dakota's mom or Dakota's sister.
Oh,
What happened?
She got 3
she only
right.
got 3. She passed a lot. She didn't know Teletubbies.
Yeah.
She didn't know Billy Joel.
No.
She didn't know Scratch Golfer.
Yeah.
She
By the
didn't
way,
know a
no
lot of
wonder
them.
he told you to go F yourself. You thought Elton John sang his songs. Get out of here, kid. You don't even know who I am.
There was
Dakota just chimed in.
What'd he
Yes.
get?
He says he got more than 3 right on that one.
Good
right,
job,
Dakota.
Dakota. I love that he
Dakota, the guy, of course, got absolutely none right.
And then you destroyed him for a half hour.
Sure did. Tried to make him a man. Tried to toughen him up.
And it worked. Yeah, right. Does anybody know the handicap of a scratch golfer? I didn't know this. I thought it was kind of neat.
Yeah, I am clueless to it.
It's a 0. It means that they're good enough to play on any sanctioned
Oh, that's what a
PGA
scratch
golf
golfer
course.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. For some reason, I feel like scratch golfer makes it sound like they're not as good as a professional.
No, they are the absolute professional.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, never
I
mind.
wouldn't have known that.
And now you did.
I'll forget tomorrow.
Yeah, for you to forget it. Belize is located on which continent?
I think you said everything but Asia, right, Steve?
I think I did.
Yeah, but he'd still be wrong because he didn't say another one.
South America?
No.
I don't know.
North America.
Oh, Belize is in North America?
Yes, more specifically, it's in Central America, but it's still a part of North America. It's on the little panhandly part underneath Mexico.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
there's
still
some
part of North America.
Yeah, there's some countries under there.
Okay, I don't know why I thought it was in Asia.
Yeah, I thought it was in Europe when I was looking at it, so I was surprised as well.
Because Belize is like a nice joint.
Is it? I've
Yeah,
never been there.
I think
so
I believe everybody loves to go there for the tropical paradise.
I remember it from Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, the PBS show. It was in the song.
Oh, okay.
That's all I know.
That's all you know. And you know what? You don't know where in the world it is, apparently.
Nope, not at all.
Song did nothing for you.
Nothing. Congratulations, Steve. You won with 7 correct.
Well, caller 7, we're going to do something for you. Give you tickets to see Ghost at the WAMU Theater. Caller 7, 206-421-ROCK. Caller number 7. Got to tell you about Derek. He's from Minnesota.
Okay.
And he was in Vegas last week, and he got hammered as you do when you're in Vegas. And he was hanging out at the Planet Hollywood Casino. He drank so much, blacked out. Doesn't remember any of it.
He was in Vegas.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of expected.
He was still up at around 7 a.m. So this guy was really getting after it. And he figured, well, so while he was blacked out, he was like, I'm going to do some gambling is what I'm going to do. So he went, pulled out a $100 bill, probably not money he could really be running around with like that, especially in blackout time. And he made a crazy parlay bet that involved 3 different sporting events. He placed 2 different bets on a huge underdog to beat the favorite in the NCAA hockey tournament. He bet they win, and then he placed another bet that the combined score would be 6 goals or less. He also bet that the Minnesota Timberwolves, an NHL team, would beat the, NBA team, would beat the Golden State Warriors, which, again, another unlikely bet. and he picked the Minnesota Wild, the hockey team, to beat the Vegas Golden Knights in the NHL.
So even the Minnesota guy is just showing some love for his teams.
All 4 bets had to win in order for him to basically make it, or he'd lose his 100, which you'd be like, dude, what are you doing?
Breaking a couple of rules. Don't gamble when wasted, and don't bet with your heart.
Don't be a homer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right after he placed the bet, Blackout Billy went back to the Holiday Inn where he was staying, passed out. He missed all of the games that he bet on. He woke up later, didn't even remember placing the bet, but did find out that he won over $26,000.
Wow!
Because everything he bet on came out. The casino told him it's the biggest 4-leg parlay win they've ever had.
And he doesn't have to stay at the Holiday Inn again when he goes to Vegas.
Yeah. Wow. That's when you wish you were so blackout drunk you bet more than $100.
Still, dude,
that's when you wish you were that idiot. Like you bet like I'll put $1,000 on this.
I mean, typically you wake up with regret and you're like, what did I waste all my money on? Because I've known some buddies that get blacked out drunk, buy a ridiculous amount of people drinks, and then the next day they look at their account and they're like, oh my gosh, what the hell did I do?
Yeah.
This guy wakes up and he's $26,000 richer. That's the best way to wake up.
That's insane.
What if he tries to recreate this now? And he's like, every time I go to Vegas, here's $100. I just got to get blackout drunk and figure it out.
I don't think it'll ever work, man.
He's going to be chasing that his entire life.
Unless he is the blackout drunk whisperer. Like he can just somehow in that state, he can figure stuff out.
It's like in Beer Fest. They couldn't find the place for Beer Fest until they got blackout drunk.
Yeah.
What's the most money you think you've spent while wasted?
Ooh. Oh, well, you know me.
Well, yeah, you handed over your debit card and said, hey, stripper.
Yeah, I was trash.
Take what you think is fair.
Yeah, nice lady. Sure, here's my debit card. Thank God the bank has limits.
I think $500 for myself.
Yeah.
Because I was at a casino drinking and I just was like, one more roll on roulette and I'll see what happens. And yeah, I think
kept chasing it.
Yeah, it was like $600.
I wish I could say I was drinking when I lost $500 at the poker table.
Nope, you weren't.
That was like 10 minutes of ridiculousness.
That was amazing. That's because I ended up at like $700.
I'm pretty frugal even when I'm pretty drunk. So the only time I really go balls out is when we went to Atlanta. We went to this bar that had like $2 shots. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to feel like a baller. And I'm like, everyone shots on me. And I was pretty drunk. Of course, my tab came out to $30 for like 10, 15 people.
That's
shots
awesome.
in my drink. So I was like, hell yeah.
To be able to stand up in a bar and go, everybody shots on me and it's only $30, you're the winner there.
Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to buy drinks for everybody in a bar, but then my wallet says, don't do that, Steve.
Yeah.
I feel like Joey does that every time he gets drunk.
He definitely buys all of us drinks.
Yes. Yep. He's like, let me buy you a drink.
BJ's buying all of us drinks.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So why do you think he can do it? Next thing I see my bill, I'm like, oh, great, thanks.
What about you, Rev?
Gosh,
I can't see him doing any of that.
Yeah, I don't do anything crazy like that. I mean, I've bought nerdy things hammered, but they'd be like, I dropped 130 on my Infinity Gauntlet when I was hammered.
Yeah, see, that's
but it's like nerdy.
purchase.
It's like nerdy purchases like that.
But again, for $130, do you really need an Infinity Gauntlet? I know
yes.
you. Yeah, I know you
Even
think you do.
sober, I still need it.
Yeah. How about you, Steve?
Oh boy,
I feel like you've done a lot of that.
$1,000 at Rick's, the gentleman's club. That was after our absence show.
Wow, you beat me.
Yep, and I bought everybody dances there.
Wow,
that was just like
I bought the dancers dances,
and that was back when our buddy Chad, former NFL player, was with us.
Oh man,
and we were talking to him the next day. And he's like, "How you feeling?" I'm like, "I'm hurting." And I dropped $1,000. He's like, me too, it was awesome. And I'm like, no, I don't have that kind of money, man.
Chad, you were in the NFL. Of course you could maybe drop 1,000 more of those, but us, we're just these,
And then I don't remember the exact amount, but it was close to probably $500 or $600 in Vegas. And I was on ecstasy at the time, back in those days.
Woo!
And I was trying to win back all the money that I lost. All of us lost the night before.
Oh, gosh.
And I just basically was just feeding slot machines $100 bills, enjoying the light show that it was giving me.
Oh, no.
That was bad.
Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah, and that was... I was in my 20s. I mean, $1,000 or $500-600 was
that's
like
ridiculous. Yeah.
That was like $5,000.
Yeah, that's a big part of your income
that
right
was
there.
Bad.
See, that's why Vegas is a dangerous place, and they give you the drinks for like nothing.
Yep.
Because they know that there's Steve in front of the machine. Look at the pretty lights. Here's another hundy.
It's making cool sounds, guys.
Wow.
That scared everybody because I left a note. I woke up. I couldn't sleep for reasons obvious when you're just all hopped up on that. And I left a note for everybody. I just said, I'm at the casino trying to win our money back. And they all thought I took their money.
Oh, no.
But they were so wasted from the night before, they didn't bother to check the safe, and all their money was in there. I didn't take anyone else's money. I was just going to try and win everybody's money back with my money.
Oh.
I was just a loving...
What a guy.
Head. Yeah, and so they're all freaking the F out trying to find me, thinking that I stole their money.
Oh, right.
And then they realized, no, I didn't even touch their money, and they're just jumping to conclusions.
So they're at that point, it's like, oh, he's using his money, and of course he's going to lose it.
So he says I dropped $1,500 at a strip club. Jenna Jameson was dancing.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she loved me at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Another person says I spent $1,000 over 6 hours on our honeymoon. In the last 10 minutes of gambling, we won our money back. Damn.
That's pretty sweet if you can make that happen. Yeah. Yeah. I chase, and it doesn't have a happy ending when I chase.
Someone says I got blacked out drunk once, and I bought a $1,700 retired police car.
Yeah,
But
see?
you get that cool light thing.
Yeah.
And then people get out of your way when you're behind them.
See,
'cause
to
they think
me,
you're still a cop.
that's an epic purchase. You know what I mean? That's really something you can show off to people and go, look at blackout drunk purchase guy.
At least you have something.
Yes.
It's not like you just spend a bunch of money at a casino or a gentleman's club or a bar.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I think now my favorite drunk purchase was my 5-foot-tall statue of Yoda. That I was at a house party. I was hammered. Someone brought it out and said, "Oh, I got this. You want to buy it for $150?" And I was like, "Yes, let me PayPal you immediately."
Yeah, that's a drunk purchase.
Yep. Now it scares the pizza guy.
Yeah. So you still have it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's right at the front door.
Outside or inside the house?
Inside. Yeah. It's just plastic. It's not gonna. It wouldn't handle outside.
But
It's
he's
not
still
an indoor,
pretty big.
outdoor Yoda?
No. It's an indoor only. It's been declawed.
$150.
I think I said 500.
No, it's only 150.
Oh.
No.
Why did I think he said 500?
I don't
Probably
know.
because you're still thinking about how much money you've lost.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have bought it for 500.
Oh, man, yeah. Damn.
So he says the night before my deployment, I handed a stripper $1,000 and said, "Don't leave my side all night." 10 out of 10, I would do it again.
But does he remember that if she left her side? I mean, because when you're blackout drunk, you don't remember that stuff.
Well, he said 10 out of 10, he'd do it again, so he has to remember something from that night.
I hope he does. Because that's the worst thing is when you can't remember paying for a great night of entertainment of anything.
Yeah.
You just make up your own stories at that point.
Oh, why not? You paid.
Yeah, right?
It's time for Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, whether it be like what you blew your money on when you were blackout drunk, or any topic you want to discuss. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Your calls and texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It is Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by the Shane Company. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Doesn't matter what you want to talk about. The floor is yours. But do remember, Steve does have this rule.
It's to show some energy and bring it, BJ. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Justin, all the way up in the great state of Ferndale, you are on The Rock.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Not too bad, buddy. What you got for us today?
Well, as we all know, Game of Thrones is this weekend. I'm wondering what you guys think.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, Steve.
Hey, Steve, what season are you on?
6.
Steve, here's what you got to do.
Really?
No, 9.
Oh.
Steve, here's what you got to do. Promise us you do like you did for the season finale of the series finale of Breaking Bad. When we know when the last episode's going to be aired, you've got to watch that.
I'm 100% in, and I'm positive that I will fall in love with it and then end up watching Game of Thrones from beginning to end. But it's one of those shows I need to watch.
Yeah, Justin, obviously this is it. This is the last season, and they, of course, we've been waiting a couple years with the big cliffhanger. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched all the episodes, stop listening. But, Justin, we saw the wall was coming down, and we're getting ready for chaos.
Oh, I know. Me and my wife, we just finished rewatching the season last night, and we saw that, and we were like, oh, this is going to be quite the cliffhanger. We can't wait to see how it unfolds with the Lannister army, if Jaime's going to be taking it up north, and what's going on with Khaleesi's and Jon. It's going to be quite the season.
And of course, if our board game is any indication that I played recently, because we all celebrate the season by playing the Game of Thrones board game by Fantasy Flight Games, and the Mother of Dragons ended up being victorious. So if there's any spoiler alert on,
and it played out pretty much how the show is going. There was a whole bunch of infighting, and then boom, dragons.
Yeah, it really. We could not get along.
No.
The Night King would have wrecked all of us the way we played that game. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the zombies.
What's funny to me, and I just love where we are in life, is that yesterday Oreo released a limited edition Game of Thrones themed cookies to celebrate the 8th and final season of the show.
Do they taste different, or are they just
right?
Well, so the cookie itself has got imprints of the different sigils of the houses of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And other things too. I mean, I think they got a picture of the face of the Night King, but you'll see familiar iconography that you know in this show. You'll see him on the Oreo cookie itself.
How do we get our faces on Oreo cookies?
Well,
the amount we talk about the damn thing.
We probably should have a successful TV show or something. That would be helpful.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that would do the trick. Oreo said in a tweet, quote, "The most epic cookies of all time are here." Now, I have to tell
you can, for a certain amount of money, M&M's, don't they do like personalized M&M things? Why can't we send them a picture and they make us into a cookie?
I think that would be awesome. You're right. I mean, if M&M's can do it, why can't Oreo do it? But then it really cheapens the special version they've done for Game of Thrones.
Good point.
I have to tell you,
we'd be double stuffs.
I really think society is very funny. Because Oreo, of course, is a very, very familiar brand, and it's a family-friendly brand. And the Game of Thrones, not a family-friendly show.
Not at all.
So that's why I'm happy that Oreo can say, look, this is a cool show. Yes, there's a lot of stuff in here that it's not family friendly, but it's still a cool show, and we're going to sponsor them. I'm very happy because I think some brands might stay away thinking people are going to get mad at us if we sponsor Game of Thrones or are part of it.
Which would be dumb because it's not like as if they're putting a boob on their cookie or anything.
Not yet. But that when they put you on there, Steve, come on. Hey.
They got a dragon and it looks like Batman.
Well, I think...
What the hell's that?
That's the Night King.
That's the Night King. He's the zombie leader.
He looks like Batman.
I'm the Night King. Where's the trigger?
The Dark Knight King?
Yeah.
And that guy looks like he's going,
Oh, yeah.
Who's that guy?
Oh, that's... is that the Lannister logo? Is that the lion? Yeah, that's the sigil of House Lannister.
That's what the Night King looks like, not on an Oreo.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't it look like Batman?
It looks more like Black Panther.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, close to Batman.
Is that because it's a chocolate cookie?
I was thinking because it looks like a mask. Like a full mask, not like the one Batman wears where he has his mouth just out.
What's that guy, the one that looks like he's going,
I actually have to, Steve, your impression does not really help me. I need to see it.
I'm pointing at it. That one.
Well, I can't see over there.
It's the House Stark.
House Stark, yep.
And what the hell is this? The other one. I don't even know what the hell that is.
Over there. What is that?
I don't even know what that is.
I can't see the picture.
Those are dragons.
Oh, those are
dragons?
That's right.
I don't even see dragons.
Dragons Wreck House, buddy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those are mothers, huh? Those are mother of dragons right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And spoiler alert, unfortunately, good old mommy, she's a dragon down. And not only is she a dragon down, but the damn resurrected dragon is now causing problems. So her baby is coming back at her. It's not good. Yeah. Okay. Game of Thrones.
Oreo cookies.
Danny, you don't care? You never watched?
No. I tried to watch for the first episode and I fell asleep. I was not interested at all.
The first episode?
Yeah, one episode.
The first one is a little rough. It took me watching it when everyone said you have to watch it, and I was like, the same thing. I didn't care. And then the Red Wedding happened, and I was like, wow, if they're willing to do this, I will go back and watch the entire thing.
How many seasons? That was
season 4.
Season 4. Give it a good 4 seasons, and you'll probably fall in love with it.
Yeah, season 4 you got to get to, Dan.
Yeah, you got to watch a lot of it.
Yeah, that's like me with The Wire. Everyone tells me I need to watch The Wire. It's close friends. D. Ted Smith, that's his all-time favorite show. I gave it one season. I got sleepy, fell asleep on it, and I was like, screw this.
Well, you actually went through a whole season and still didn't do it for you.
One episode, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I fell asleep on one episode, and I just have never gotten around. And I know that it gets better. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Someday I will, when I have free time, but the thing is you got other stuff you need to do and want to do, and you're like, do I want to? It doesn't seem like a happy story.
Yeah. That's right. Watch wrestling. Like one texter just asked, Megs, did you see that Bret Hart was attacked at the Hall of Fame induction? WTF.
What?
Yeah, how about that? The tag team, the Hart Foundation, one of the inductees, and like you said, Steve, Brett, here he is, just trying to get an award, right?
Well, he's already in the Hall of Fame, but he got now inducted as the Hart Foundation, which meant that Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who unfortunately passed away, didn't, but he's now in the Hall of Fame. So it was Bret Hart and Natalia, who wrestles in the WWE, but it's also Jim the Anvil Neidhart's daughter. They were up there, and some guy in one of those fake Rasta hats, like those things.
Yeah,
he just comes up on the stage and just tackles him. Which, look, I mean, I know wrestlers.
Wait. So this wasn't a thing?
No, this was not for...
this
is a guy with some mental issues. They found his Twitter, and this guy's a little out there. He's always tweeting wrestlers.
Oh, that's scary as hell.
So he tackles him, but here's... Brett's surrounded by guys that like to punch people. Sometimes they don't punch him as hard on television, but here's a chance for them to really punch. So all these wrestlers just swarm the Hall of Fame induction podium, which is set up like a ring, including Ronda Rousey's man, who's a former UFC fighter. He was one of the first to help out. So this guy's just I got a free pass to just level up on this guy. So now all these wrestlers are just pummeling this dude. It's insane. In fact, one, I think it's Dash from Dash and Wilder. He just, as they're pulling this guy away, he's standing next to him and just uppercuts him just for the hell of it. He's just F you, dude. Don't attack a guy.
Wow. I just assumed it was, I didn't realize it was not a stage thing.
No, they didn't even show it on the network. They creatively edited that part out, but there's a lot of footage out there showing what happened.
That is freaky. We got audio of the whole thing.
I then realized in that moment that I had never once thought to ask Jim about any of this.
Here it is. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Oh, that's nuts.
Attention's that, man. I know attention's that, man. And let's keep this going.
I like that one woman. Kick his ass.
Wow.
Yeah, look at all the...
this guy is...
The New Day got involved.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, that's just not a smart idea on their part.
But you said this guy's got issues, according to his own Twitter.
Yeah, it just sounds as if... from some of the tweets he's been putting out, he's one of those guys that just obsessively sends weird tweets, as he thinks the wrestlers are talking to him or kind of thing. So I hope he gets the help that he needs. But he definitely got... a couple punches in on him. You'll see on one of these, Dash Wilder, who's in the WWE, he's just walking with them. He just clocks him.
Oh, there we go.
And just keeps walking.
Yeah, I saw that. Here you go, knucklehead. Dude, that is scary. And again, it just hits home that we have got to figure this out. This mental health crisis epidemic that we have, that we just, I don't know, as a society, we don't know what to do. We see it here in Seattle because there's we see it on our streets. A lot of folks that could use mental health assistance, and we know they're not getting it. And I don't understand. I don't understand how it's not able to happen.
Yeah,
it is. And I don't get it. And I don't get why every politician that's out there, and when they get in front of a microphone, doesn't say, here's what we're going to do. But don't all of us want this fixed?
Yeah, and it's it just makes you... sometimes you read these kind of tweets and you think, oh, this guy's just a little out there, but probably harmless. And then something like that happens, which could have went really bad. Thankfully, nothing awful happened other than to that guy's face.
Well, we don't talk about this kind of stuff on the show a lot because, we there's plenty of shows that get serious. But there's a dude that tried to throw a lady over a bridge in our area, and he's tried this a couple times. And they let him go because the prosecutor says he's mentally unfit to be able to be prosecuted, so we can't do anything. And they release him back to society. So they keep arresting him. The cops do their job, but then the prosecutors go, we can't. And I'm sitting there as a citizen going, so the guy has tried to throw somebody over a bridge 3 times, and there's nothing we can do about it? How do we as Americans allow this? How aren't every politician going, we got to change the laws so when somebody like this does this, we immediately put him into some sort of facility so he can get help?
Right.
Don't we all want that? I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Green Party, Red Party. Don't you want people that need help to get help so they don't hurt like the regular folks?
Yeah, I'd much rather that than something bad happens and you look back on that person's history of messages or letters or tweets or whatever it may be, and you're just like, wow, okay, the writing was on the wall, just nobody took it serious.
I see the guys on the streets here, and some of them look so messed up, and it's like, I can't think they want to live this way. They need help. How is it they're still on the street? How is it we just can't go, I'm sorry, sir, we're going to pick you up, we're going to put you in this facility, this will be good for you because you are unaware of anything, you don't know what's happening right now, you're so zonked out on whatever it is you're zonked out on.
The person even said it could have been worse. Remember what happened with Dimebag Darrell? A similar situation.
Yeah.
A guy just an insanely obsessive fan that just went too far.
See, if a bunch of people who are good people like you, me, we say, okay, we'll obey the law, we all want order in society. If we continue to see that the people that are supposed to be representing us don't protect us from this kind of stuff, what then? It'll erode me thinking I shouldn't have to be good. Why do I have to be a good guy? Because apparently being a bad guy is not a problem in society.
Well, I mean, the law is not what keeps me from being good or bad. I wasn't brought up to be a bad person. I mean, there's like the law isn't what's like. If all of a sudden things change, I'd be like, oh, now I could go and kill people. I wouldn't just start just killing people because the law says it's okay now. I don't really think like that.
I think more so
I'm going to continue to be a good person or try to be a good person because that's just the way I was brought up.
I'm thinking more like paying taxes. I'm thinking more like, being a contributor to society with my money, stuff like that, or just protecting myself and my own. Like, you know what, maybe I can see why people are afraid to, not be able to defend themselves. I can totally see that because, well, look at this. And and Steve, even though you're raised that way, I'm already seeing civility in society erode because of how people treat each other. It wasn't this way when I was growing up. You would never be as mean to people verbally on the internet the way they are now because they're seeing the leaders.
There was no internet when you were younger.
Well, we had the
smoke signals.
We had the smoke signals. And we were very polite with our smoke signals. You know that. When I had the can and the string, we were very, very courteous. You know that. So I get worried, man. I get worried that, man, you can't, just can't let the society's eroding, Steve. I mean, like a real wrestling match. I just would never think that I could do that. I would never ever believe I could just go rush a guy on stage like that.
Well, right, because that's not just where you're at mentally. I mean, there's this guy, dude, if you read some of his tweets, and apparently this isn't the first time he's tried to do something where he's trying to attack somebody.
Of course not. Yeah, it's never the first time. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just a scary thing for anybody that's in a situation in a public setting where you could just all of a sudden, like, dude just bum rushes the stage and you don't know what's about to happen. That's why when you see the security just like freak out on somebody and it's like, oh, that guy meant no harm. It's like, well, they don't know.
No, they don't.
They don't know because until the person does whatever they're planning on doing, you don't know what they're planning on doing.
I'd be interested to find out what happens to this guy. Steve, I wouldn't be surprised if they say the same thing. We can't try the guy. He's nuts. And then if he's not out in the street again, I wish we could follow up on stories like this, but we never hear again what happens to the guy.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some information that's going to come out at some point.
I hope so. I mean, we got the dude throwing a woman off a bridge for the third time, and he was able to do it after twice. They still let him back out again so he could do it for a third time. I don't get it. I hope it's not the same thing with this guy because that would be horrible if he really did hurt somebody later on. All right, it is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about. Your calls, your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone said, hey, BJ, what's your thoughts on Thor wanting to be Bond?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth.
What?
Chris Hemsworth wants to be the next James Bond.
We got to stop this.
What?
I don't think I've had this argument with you guys before, and I stand by it. I don't think if you play an iconic character, you get to play another iconic character.
Ooh,
I think you're just you got to just own the one that you have.
Interesting.
I know Ryan Reynolds. It does suck for him, but he shouldn't be Daredevil. He's Green Lantern.
Deadpool, you meant
too.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. He was iconic as a bad Green Lantern. Like, he wasn't...
Sorry. Yeah, argument invalid.
Yeah.
Whatever, anything Steve says after this, you can just null and void.
Unfortunately, I was thinking about Ben Affleck. He was too different. He couldn't be Batman because he's already Daredevil.
But
okay, there you go.
Iconic, you have to be good. So if you were like Harrison Ford was both Indiana Jones and Han Solo.
That's true. He did actually defy
but
that.
Indiana Jones wasn't an iconic character.
Oh, you're saying
it iconic.
You're saying an actor shouldn't create a new iconic character and play a different iconic character.
If they, of course, I'm not going to keep someone from starting a new job, but like Indiana Jones was not a well-known character before the movies. You know what I mean?
And arguably Thor.
And neither was Han Solo, for that matter.
Yeah. Now, do you consider Thor a well-known character before the movies?
But it is now.
Yeah. And look, he is also the Norse god. So it's something we've known about Thor in our lore.
And he's in the new Men in Black movie.
Is he really?
Yeah, with
Tessa Thompson.
Yep, who was in Thor Ragnarok with him.
That's a tough one with Steve's rule. It's you surely can't help but think of him as that other guy.
Right.
The typecasting problem. It's a thing.
Good for him if he does get the gig. I'm not saying he shouldn't take it. It just seems weird when you have someone that you're known for being already this pop culture figure, this already established pop culture figure, and then you're taking over another already established pop culture figure.
Yeah, that's a tough one because I think of TV stars, the Big Bang Theory guys. You don't have a problem with them doing anything else or is it the same rule? They played iconic characters and their show's about to end this year. Will you let them do anything else or no?
Well, yeah, you could take another gig. Just don't be something that's already well known.
Oh, wow.
See, I'm against it as well, but for a different reason.
Why is that?
He's Australian. I think James Bond should be an English actor all the time.
Sean Connery was Scottish, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
We are the smartest.
Yeah, we're not really great at this, Steve.
Yeah,
high energy mediocrity.
And by the way,
BJ and Migs
and George. I think George Lazenby, which nobody knows this guy. I think he was Bond one time. I think he's Australian too.
So who do you think should be Bond?
Idris Elba.
I'm totally down with Idris.
I would love to see Idris Elba play Bond because he's a good actor and he hasn't. He hasn't played an iconic movie guy. So he fits your thing.
I'm going with mine.
Yeah,
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand is James Bond?
Yes.
Okay, you know
I'm in
what?
just for one movie. No, I want to see. I want to see
he
it.
Can pull it off, man. He's cool as F.
Oh,
Bond is a cool dude. He's a Casanova.
Damn, dude.
He gets the honeys. He got Katy Perry, man. Anyone who can get Katy Perry deserves to be James Bond, if you ask me.
Well, that would be
Orlando Bloom.
Take.
That's who she's engaged to.
All right, then he can have the job too.
I feel like Orlando Bloom. At least everything I've seen him in, he just doesn't seem like he could be. I don't know, tough enough.
That badass, yeah.
Yeah, he's not badass, but I don't know. A lot of folks have really bemoaned the fact that James Bond has gotten a little bit more sensitive, and that they've gone to his childhood and talked about his life, and some of the old Bond guys
emo Bond.
Yeah, they don't want emo Bond.
Yeah, you can destroy that by just having Jason Statham as James Bond.
Statham would be a great Bond.
I think he'd be perfect for it.
I feel like though he's had a couple clunkers recently that they probably wouldn't be willing to give him a chance. He's not
but Hobbs and Shaw's coming out and everyone seems to be stoked for it.
True. What about The Rock?
Yeah. The Rock is James Bond? Sure, why not?
No.
Screw it.
See, Jason Statham, I love Statham. He just doesn't seem smart enough.
He's a brute.
He's a brute. He doesn't seem smart enough.
Yeah, he'll punch down a wall as opposed to persuade his way through it.
He should be a villain in a Bond movie.
Oh, yeah. 1,000%, yes.
Though I will tell you, Christopher Waltz, who played Blofeld in the latest one, that guy was so good. It's because the villains also are kind of like really diabolical and super smart. They're not really brutish like the really good villains for Bond. It's like, it's a battle of wits kind of a thing. That's why Bond's got to be a little smarter. You got to believe. I don't think Jason Statham could outsmart anybody. They go.
But there's usually
say that to his face.
Oh well, he'll outsmart my face with his fist.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Isn't there usually you have your main guy and then he's got a henchman that's the strong guy? Because I think Dave Bautista, was he in a Bond movie? Or he was
the one I saw.
I forget too.
Oh, anyway, that one, Steve.
Where he said one word.
Skyfall, maybe? I don't know.
No,
yeah, sure.
No, I think I'm in the next one. But he said one word in the entire movie, and it was a bad word.
Great. Yeah. He's like, OS. I think that's about it. Yeah.
So Hemsworth is serious. He says he'd like to be the dude. Yeah.
Speaking of Batista, I don't know if you guys saw, you could probably look it up on the internet. He wrestled Triple H at WrestleMania.
Oh, he did?
And he came into the ring and he tripped. It's like the worst possible time for that to happen when you have 80,000 people at the
that sucks.
MetLife Stadium and millions of people watching on television, and he just topples over. It was great. Oh, Vicky found it. It's pretty. Yeah, as he steps, his foot.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
It's like, somebody hasn't done it in a while. Spectre was the one that he was in.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Dude, if I was him in that moment, I would have just rolled and just done all bunch of silly stuff. Just kind of take Drax.
Now I know why there's people posting that he officially retired. Yep. I didn't know that he was even part of this.
He had one more match basically to promote this new movie that has coming out. I can't remember what it's called, but he's like, it seems like it's like a comedy action
promotion.
Film. Yeah. dude, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
One of those CIA agents or whatever, and he's got his last chance to really do good. And then this 9-year-old girl who's kind of sad and out of her luck catches him and films him. And so she's like, I won't release this video.
Is this the movie you're talking about with Bautista? She knows a lot about it.
I just watched the trailer.
Oh, okay. Gosh, I was going to say, wow, Vicky, you really know a lot about this movie. Yeah. I haven't even heard of it.
Well, I'm like, oh my God, it's Dave Bautista and this looks awesome. And then I watched the trailer and I'm like, okay, I guess it's cute.
Are you loving him just because of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It's got the guy from, isn't it the guy from Silicon Valley?
Oh, yeah.
Kamal
Najaya, who just was in the first episode of the new Twilight Zone.
Yeah, he's in it.
He's good.
Well, then maybe you should go see Stuber.
Maybe I'll have to see some Stuber. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. I can Stuber it. Well, I hope Bautista does well. He's the Guardians of the Galaxy. He's got people love him in those movies, and I hope he can really make a good career out of this.
Somebody says Tracy Morgan should be the next James Bond.
Sure, why not?
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's tough because it's always somebody we know. Well, did we know Daniel Craig before then?
I don't know.
I feel like I've known every other guy. Well, I shouldn't say that. There have been people I didn't know, but I think I knew Pierce Brosnan, and I knew what's his name? Roger Moore. I knew him, but I don't think I knew anything about Daniel Craig.
I can't remember. It's been so long. He's been Bond for such a long time.
Well, and I can't think of anything he was before that. I mean, I knew Pierce Brosnan.
He was in the Angelina Jolie, Lara Croft movie. I think he was like the bad guy.
He was the bad guy / love interest.
Yeah.
All right,
but beyond that, nothing really.
A few people have said, what about a female Bond? If you go in female Bond, what are you thinking?
Well, that is interesting. Would people be ready for that? Riley Steele, yes. And she assaults you with her toys.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how she does it. Well, they did it with, I'll tell you, they did it with Doctor Who, another English big franchise that's had a history of men being the lead role, and the actors change. They did it with that. Jodie Whittaker did a great job. Wow.
Someone said Kate Beckinsale is Bond.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
I mean, she's played badasses in movies. There's no reason why she can't do it.
Yeah. Maybe Tilda Swinton, just because she's a little weird, little off, and I don't know.
But can she be like full on? I could see her maybe being the villain in a Bond movie.
Oh, I know who could play James Bond. Claire Foy. She was in that Butterfly, the girl, the spider tattoo. She was the latest kind of person. She also played the Queen in that the series that was on Netflix about The Crown.
Ronda Rousey.
Yes.
That actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Why?
Well, first of all, she's not British. And I don't think she could pull it off.
And she'd be kind of like the Statham role. I can see her being a muscle henchman, but not necessarily.
She could be a villain.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what about Peggy Carter? Yeah, that actress.
Oh, Haley Atwell?
Yeah, because she's British.
Maybe,
Sofia Vergara.
Ooh.
She's not British.
I found one. I found one who should be Bond.
Yeah.
Adrienne Palicki. She's from The Orville.
Oh, I know Adrienne. Yeah, she was also on S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's just a badass all around. For like a minute, she was Wonder Woman in a TV show that never aired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel. See, I hate to say this, but there's something about British actors where there's just a depth to them. Maybe it's their Shakespearean training. I don't know. But it does give them a little bit more than just being a brute kick-ass.
I mean, her mom's of English and German ancestry. Isn't that enough?
I don't know. I mean,
Even though she's born in Ohio.
We'll have to see how she does.
I think as long as they can do the accent, BJ will be okay with it.
I'm all for Claire Foy.
An actor can just put on an accent, man.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, you can tell when someone's faking it.
That play certain characters that you don't even realize are not from America because they are able to act and not show that they have an accent.
Like even in The Dirt, Ozzy was an American.
Yeah.
And he did a great job.
All right. You got to sustain it. We've also seen Kevin Costner's Robin Hood. That was tough. I mean, his English accent was really brutal.
The worst part of it,
you know what I mean? And we know that Brad Pitt, they made up that fake language
for Snatch.
Yeah, because he couldn't really pull it off, so they just had him do a fake language.
He couldn't do an English accent. He couldn't do an Irish accent.
What about Betty White? Betty White is Bond.
Betty White is Bond. I'm in.
I'm Bond, dear. James Bond.
Liam Neeson.
I was going to say Charlize Theron.
Oh, Liam Neeson is 100. I mean, we can't have. It's got to be somebody
geriatric
younger.
Bond. Why not?
And who was the female we just said?
Charlize Theron.
Oh, Charlize Theron.
She could do it.
Yeah, she could. She's a good actor. I think actually, if there's an American actress, yes, I will give it to her.
American.
I thought Charlize was American.
No, she's South African.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, my
but
God.
She's such a good actor that you thought she was, BJ. Isn't that crazy?
Wait a second. She really, was she born there, and where was she raised?
She speaks American real good.
Well, I thought she was raised mostly in America. Am I losing my mind?
I'm looking.
Okay, fine. Doesn't matter.
John Cena as James Bond.
No, but then we couldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I just watched his movie.
Yeah.
Which Bumblebee?
He was in Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard that was a great movie.
Yeah, I mean, the first 10 minutes were awesome, and then I fell asleep.
Oh, of course you did. All right, let us know what you think.
I got to rent it now.
Oh, you are you are so predictable. It's like the Transformers, an action movie, and you're sleeping through it. Yeah, you're like an old man. I mean, that's not an old man's body. You really are amazing. I don't know how you fall asleep during those movies, but you do.
I just close my eyes and I see another over.
Okay, that's how you do it. Thanks. I got to talk about this woman that learned a very valuable lesson. It is never a good idea to ask a cop to help you smoke weed after you've already been arrested. Yeah, I got the whole story. You're going to hear it at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Well, we have a lovely story about a very young woman in Utah who got busted for underage drinking last Wednesday. She was actually only 20, and you're not supposed to be drinking when you're in your under 21ers. Someone called the cops after she flipped out, started kicking the window of her boyfriend's car and broke it. They reportedly found her walking down the street with bloody feet. According to the police report, she'd been drinking mouthwash to get drunk. Oh, she's a quality girl. She ended up getting charged with more than just underage drinking because after the cops cuffed her, she asked them if they'd pack her a bowl before she went to jail.
Nice.
And she told them that she had a pill bottle with weed in it. They said no, but they did find the weed, and so now she's facing charges for underage drinking, possession of a controlled substance, criminal mischief, and, well, just being an idiot. Is that her mugshot, Steve?
That's her mugshot.
Oh, yeah. Oh. She looks like she's ready for Orange is the New Black. I mean, she's just got that look like she'd fit right in that group.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Jeets is in for Ryan Castle. He's up next. He's got the morning 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
Oh, yeah, you're afraid of Skynet and now bears.
I've always had issues with bears.
Yeah.
You hear all those stories that I'm showing up in people's backyards and stuff.
So she must have left her door open and didn't lock it because you figured it was going to get in.
Or it opened just a little bit of a crack.
Oh, yeah.
Like just the window a little bit, and the bears were like, ooh, I want some of that.
Well, they're strong enough.
A sense of smell.
They have a really, really good sense of smells.
They can smell a gummy bear?
Yeah, they can smell food. Those picnic baskets, they can smell them. They sure can.
Regret asking that.
You should have asked about that.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I figure out who my creditors are?
People a lot of times have had a long time of not having good credit and having collections, and so they're concerned that you may be concerned that you won't be able to find all your creditors if you file bankruptcy. How will I know which collection agency has my credit card bill from 10 years ago now? And that's something that's hard to keep track of because credit collection agencies transfer your debts all over the place. But we will pull all your credit bureaus, and by getting all three of your credit bureaus, we'll be able to tell who has your credit and debt now, which collection agencies have had it in the past, and we'll make sure that we file all your creditors when we file your bankruptcy so that nothing slips through the cracks.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Keeping up with the flood of news every single day can be quite stressful. There is climate change happening. There's the pandemic, labor movements, Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend. Hi, I am Gideon Resnick, host of Crooked Media's What a Day. Each week, Travelle Anderson, Priyanka Arabindi, Josie Duffy Rice, and I are going to break down the biggest news stories of the day in a way that hopefully doesn't always make you want to cry. New episodes of What a Day drop every weekday at 5 a.m. Eastern. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.